In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 21st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Marquette versus Villanova. On Friday, the Marquette Golden Eagles will head to the Wells Fargo Center to take on the Villanova Wildcats. This game marks the second meeting between these Big East rivals this season. Back on January 24th, Marquette secured a decisive 87-74 victory over Villanova. Over their last 10 matchups, the Golden Eagles have been dominant, holding an 8-2 record both straight up and against the spread. In those games, the over has hit 6 times, while the under has landed 4 times. When these teams faced off in late January, Marquette came out on top by 13 points as -9.5-point favorites on their home court. For Villanova, this game represents one of their final opportunities to bolster their resume before the conference tournament, though it's unlikely to make a significant impact. The Wildcats are still reeling from the loss they suffered in the first matchup. Interestingly, Villanova actually outperformed Marquette in 3-point shooting and rebounding in that game. However, Marquette's ability to limit turnovers, they gave up just 6, and draw fouls proved to be the difference. The Golden Eagles excel in both areas, particularly in ball control, as they rank 3rd in the nation for fewest turnovers. Villanova's defense, which doesn't apply much pressure, plays right into Marquette's hands, allowing the Golden Eagles to capitalize on high-percentage offensive opportunities. Marquette's 8-2 straight up and against the spread record in their last 10 games against Villanova speaks volumes about their recent dominance in this rivalry. Villanova enters this game looking to break a 2-game losing streak, and they'll have the advantage of playing on their home court. This season, the Wildcats are shooting 46.7% from the field, but their offense has struggled recently, scoring 62 points or fewer in 3 of their last 5 games. On the other hand, Marquette is aiming for their 3rd consecutive win, though they've dropped their last 2 road games. The Golden Eagles are shooting 44.3% from the field this year and have been strong defensively, holding their last 2 opponents to just 58 and 56 points. Given Marquette's 87-74 victory in the first meeting and Villanova's ongoing inconsistency, I expect a similar outcome this time around. So the Marquette Golden Eagles to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The under has hit in 4 of Marquette's last 6 games, and there's reason to believe that trend could continue here. Marquette's defense is particularly effective at contesting 3-point shots, which could spell trouble for a Villanova offense that has lacked momentum lately, scoring just 62 and 59 points in their last 2 games. Additionally, the Golden Eagles shouldn't be overly concerned about Villanova's offensive rebounding, as it hasn't been a major strength for the Wildcats. Villanova plays at one of the slowest tempos in college basketball, averaging just 63.2 possessions per 40 minutes, which ranks 13th slowest in the country. While the first matchup between these teams went over the total, it required a high-scoring second half and frequent trips to the free throw line to get there. This time, I don't see Marquette pulling away enough in the second half to push the total over 142 points. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dayton versus Loyola Chicago. The Dayton Flyers, who currently hold an 18-8 record, are set to face off against the Loyola Chicago Ramblers, standing at 17-9 this Friday night. Dayton is riding the momentum of a narrow victory over Duquesne, while Loyola Chicago recently secured a win against Davidson on the road. Both teams are tied for 3rd place in the Atlantic 10 with identical 8-5 conference records, making this matchup crucial. Each squad has won 4 of their last 5 games, but Loyola Chicago has been particularly formidable at home this season, boasting a 13-1 record at Gentile Arena, with their sole loss coming against VCU. Dayton, on the other hand, has a more modest 3-3 record on the road. The Flyers previously edged out Loyola Chicago 83-81 on January 18th, despite the Ramblers shooting well but committing 19 turnovers and struggling defensively, allowing Dayton to attempt 27 free throws. Loyola Chicago has been exceptional from beyond the arc, shooting 36.9% 30.2% from three, ranking second in the Atlantic 10 for three-pointers made per game. Conversely, Dayton has had difficulty defending the three, allowing opponents to shoot 35.8% from deep, the highest in the conference. Loyola Chicago's guard trio has been outstanding on both ends of the floor, while Dayton's offense has been strong, though their defense has been inconsistent. The Ramblers' previous loss to Dayton was marred by turnovers and fouls, but they are expected to play a cleaner game this time around. In their January encounter, Dayton needed overtime to secure a 2-point victory. Now, with the game in Loyola Chicago's home court, where they are 13-1, Dayton faces a significant challenge. Home court advantage is likely to play a pivotal role in Friday night's outcome. In their first meeting, Loyola Chicago outperformed Dayton in field goal and three-point shooting. Playing at Gentile Arena will only amplify their strengths. The Ramblers also held a slight rebounding edge in the previous game. Dayton's performance tends to dip on the road, both offensively and defensively, and a Loyola Chicago team that excels at home will look to capitalize on that. While Dayton has been in good form lately, with a 7-2 record in their last 9 games, their struggles, though rare, have come against top Atlantic 10 teams like George Mason and VCU. Loyola Chicago is in that same tier, and despite Dayton's win in the first meeting, that game was at home, where the Flyers have been stronger this season. On the road, Dayton is just a .500 team, and with Loyola Chicago's impressive 13-1 home record and a desire for revenge, the Ramblers present a dangerous challenge in this matchup. So the Loyola Chicago Ramblers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Since these teams became conference rivals, 3 of their 4 meetings have gone over the total points line. Both programs have also been involved in 3 consecutive games that exceeded the total. Loyola Chicago shot 51.7% from the field in Dayton, including 41.4% from 3, and they've been even more efficient at home. Expect the Ramblers to score at least 75 points on Friday. Dayton shot well in the first meeting, hitting 47.4% from the field, and their 27 free throw attempts were crucial in keeping this score close. Those free points will be key to staying competitive in this game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Michigan State versus Michigan. The most anticipated college basketball game on Friday night's schedule is set to take place in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where the Michigan State Spartans will face off against the Michigan Wolverines in a high-stakes Big Ten showdown. This matchup is not just another game on the calendar, it's a fierce rivalry with major implications for the conference standings. The Wolverines currently hold the top spot in the league, but their lead is slim, sitting just half a game ahead of their in-state rivals, the Spartans. With so much on the line, this game promises to deliver plenty of intensity and drama. When you break it down, these two teams are fairly evenly matched statistically, but the Wolverines have a key advantage they can exploit in this one. Michigan's offense is one of the best in the country, ranking 20th in adjusted efficiency and 10th in effective field goal percentage. A big reason for their success is Danny Wolf, a 7-foot center who dominates the boards, blocks shots at an elite level, and shoots over 41% from three-point range. Wolf's ability to stretch the floor is a game changer in a matchup like this. He'll likely draw defenders like Shyman Zapala and Jackson Kohler away from the paint, giving him the option to either drive to the basket or use his passing skills to find open teammates cutting to the rim. While Michigan State's defense is solid overall, they struggle to force turnovers and give up a lot of open three-point looks. Interestingly, despite allowing so many three-point attempts, the Spartans rank 10th in three-point percentage allowed, which suggests opponents might be due for some positive regression in their shooting. This bodes well for Michigan, who should be able to capitalize on those open looks and exploit the Spartans' defensive weaknesses. Michigan has been nearly unbeatable at home this season, boasting a perfect 12-0 record straight up. They've shown they can score in bunches, averaging 81.6 points per game, and they should have no problem putting up points in this matchup. Golden, in particular, has been playing with a lot of confidence lately, and he'll likely be a mismatch for the Spartans. Michigan's depth, especially when playing in front of their home crowd, gives them a significant edge. Whether this game turns into a fast-paced shootout or a grinded-out battle, the Wolverines have shown all season that they can make the plays down the stretch to secure the win. It might not be a blowout, they could win by just 6 points, but that'll be enough to get the job done. Betting against Michigan at home just doesn't seem like a smart move, so the Michigan Wolverines to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams enter this game near the top of the Big Ten standings, which only adds to the significance of this already heated rivalry. Michigan comes in riding a 6-game winning streak and has been shooting an impressive 49% from the field this season. However, their defense has been inconsistent for much of the year. On the other side, Michigan State has bounced back from a tough stretch stretch and is coming off a big win over Purdue. The Spartans are shooting 47% from the field this season and have held their opponents to 66 points or fewer in 3 of their last 5 games. This matchup has all the makings of a classic, with 2 talented teams battling it out. While either side could come away with the win, the pace at which Michigan plays suggests this game will feature plenty of scoring. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.